I'm going to take this softball and put this crepe tape on it to split the ball in half and kind of show you guys how you can look at hitting the ball in different ways, meaning you can hit the bottom half of the ball and make the ball go up. You can slice down through the top middle part of the ball to make it go up. You can hit the inside of the ball to make it go away from you. You can hit the outside of the ball to pull it to your side. So as opposed to thinking about how to swing correctly, I think it's more important to experiment with all of the different ways that you can make the ball go over here or over there or up here or down there. If you allow the body to just do what it thinks it needs to do, as opposed to thinking, okay, I have to stand just like this and I have to finish just like this every single swing. You have to be athletic in your stance, and you have to know the different ways of making the ball go where you want it to. So one of the things that we were talking about is the front of the ball or the back of the ball. Okay, so I've been saying the back of the ball for a long time. It was more to challenge them not to see the top of the ball, and I just called it the back of the ball because to me, this was the front, okay? But somebody had mentioned the other day, and I kind of liked how it sounded. They said the pitcher's the only one that can really see the back of the ball. They're throwing it, and so you're seeing the front of the ball as it's coming in. Okay, I kind of like that, and so you'll hear me try to change it. I'll say back of the ball sometimes, and I immediately hear it, and I will do my best to stop saying that. But I do like that better because if you're trying to see and hit the front of the ball, we've got to do that before it passes our vision. So I like it better to say the front of the ball, okay, now it's the top of the ball, and now we can see the back of the ball as it's passing us. This is not even a thought in our head as to like hitting the ball when it's back here. Most of the time, the biggest problem is players setting up with the ball too close to them to where they're looking down. Watch their eyes whenever they set up. Like when they get back here and they get ready and they've got a tee, and they've got the ball on the tee right here, if they're looking right here, which is a lot of times, they're guessing where this is. So help them remember, like, if an easy way to try to work on it is to try to hit the ball more to left field. So you kind of move them back a little bit and you force them to see the back of the ball, and not just the back of the ball. So now they're probably looking here on the inside half. You've got to show them that to hit the ball over here to left field, they're going to have to look at the outside hot spot. Okay, if you remember, that's the spot between the 5, the 6, and the 8, and the 9. I'll draw those in here in a little bit. But if you get them to see that spot and you try to keep their head right there, boom, all of a sudden their body's going to start doing different things based on how far the ball is out in front of them. If it's really far out in front, then they've got to get over here and get more forward and hit that ball. So it's like you want to help them learn different launch positions and different points of attack on the ball, as opposed to this is how you swing. If there's only one way to swing, then the player is going to be worried about making sure all of those things happen perfectly, as opposed to being ready to hit the ball hard. And really, we're trying to score runs. We're not trying to have a perfect swing. Your swing will grow. Their swing will grow the more they work on it. So help them learn how to watch the ball to a specific contact point and show them that this side of the ball means they're hitting the ball to left field. Okay? This side of the ball means they're hitting the ball to right field. The middle part is up the middle. The top part can mean ground ball. It can also mean, if you kind of pull it down just a little bit, it can also mean creating backspin and making that ball fly upward. And if you swing down too much and you hit the bottom of the ball, I mean, those are your straight up, real high backspin pop-ups. If you change your angle of your body and you lean back a little bit more and you begin your rotation back here, then that means we're aiming more upward. All right, so this is going to be like a home run right over center field. Turning over here, boom, really rotating that backside through, getting the numbers on your back around to the catcher or the plate. Those are going to help you hit the outside of the ball over left. Okay, so for now, we're going to work on hitting the outside hot spot to really to really engage the core and inspire your rotation. Okay, we're going to begin with some hammer drills to help us really have to bring our shoulders around so that we can reach this ball with a hammer. So happy hitting. If you want to mark your ball up like mine, you can get a Sharpie, and I'm going to put on the front of the ball. Well, it's going to be like 1, 2, 3 across the top. 4, 5, 6 is going to be like the middle of the ball. And then you got 7, 8, 9 on the bottom. Hitting up here is obviously going to cause a really a very top spin ground ball. You're not going to hit that one very far. It's going to be like your weak ground ball to the pitcher, shortstop, rolling over. Hitting the bottom half here, straight up pop-ups, infield pop-ups, catcher pop-ups. All right, so teach them how to look at this and leave their head on the spot. So if you're setting the ball on the tee for them like this, and you're saying to hit the outside hot spot, you're staring right here in this little corner, right there. All right, that's the outside hot spot. So you're going to try to help them glue their head to that spot and work with it out in front to where they leave room for their arms and their bat or their hammer or whatever they're swinging with, and then snapping out in front. If their bat's like this and their arms are too close, you need to give them more space so that they can work on extending and snapping through and hitting the ball in the sweet spot of their bat or the hammer. So mark your ball like this, and let's get to hitting.